PSA Reloaded, man. It's your boy 3 Letter, man. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. You see where to follow your boy at. Hit the like button also. I appreciate that, man. Y'all see the title of this one, man. Let's talk about it. I just watched Murda Mook on 15 Minutes of Fame. Shout out to Uncle Ra right quick, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to Uncle Ra, man. Let me just say, man, this was a very interesting conversation between Mook and Uncle Ra. For the most part, we know about Mook's situation a couple of months ago. He's been on the low hiatus and everything. And some things Mook said in his back and forth with Uncle Ra, I kind of understood where he was coming from. And I go back to a blog I did when the situation with Mook and him going on live and everything like that. And there's one thing to talk about battle rap and just bars and rounds. Who wasn't that bad? I didn't like this bar. I didn't like that round. When it comes to family and real life situations, bro, that's where I'm always going to fall back a little bit on there. Not attack a man when he's down, going through real life situations. I think sometimes, you know, we think people don't have real life situations going on. We don't know, right? Sometimes you watch people on screen, you don't know what's really going on behind the scenes with them, with their mental, with their health, all type of things, right? A lot of things people go through, they might not put it out there for the world to know, because honestly, the world don't give two flying about what you got going on personally, right? Well, we did see Mook's situation on display. Even I did ask, or I guess the question I asked at the time is, why is he going on live with the situation unfolding right now? I think some things need to be on the low, personal, especially when it comes to family, right? That's why at one time I never took a shot at Murda Mook, even with the visuals. People was making fun of him about certain things. I wasn't doing that, bro. I wasn't tapping into that and everything, man. Like I said, some things are battle rap, and then there's real life situations, real life, right? Something that Mook said on there, God humbled him. And let me tell you something, God has a lot of ways of humbling us. Have I been humbled throughout my 40-some years of living? You best believe I've been humbled. And God will humble you. God will humble you real quick, man. I ain't never going to sit in this camera in front and stunt and act like God has never humbled me, or I wasn't the best version of myself in situations. A lot of people try to front, and you go on Instagram and they show you this lavish life they live in and stuff, but they fighting demons. Look at Diddy. Before the situation with the Diddy unfolded, but he's smiling, laughing, and then what happened? He's fighting demons. And a lot of us as black men, we are fighting demons, mental health. As a black man, we and I'm not trying to make it sound woe is us black men, right? But let's be honest, as a black man, we go through a lot. We have to be the ones to try to protect our family, be the provider of our family, standing on 10 toes. Always, you can't crack. We're not supposed to cry. That's a sense of weakness and everything like that, right? So imagine when mind you, we're human. Black men, we are human. Yes, we're men and we gotta but we're human. People crack. People go through emotions. You might have to bust a tear sometimes. They're just the real life shit. Some of us been through real life experiences. So when I'm listening to Murda Mook talk, I can only take that as an older person. Like, yo, the brother was going through some real life-ish. And when you have knowledge of self and you've been through real life-ish, you can kind of relate to certain things certain people are saying. So when he says God humbled him, yeah, God has humbled a lot of us. And sometimes we need humbling. It's the truth. Now, he spoke about why he, went live and things of that nature. I'm glad he kind of broke that down. He didn't really get too deep into specifics, and I don't blame him. You're not going to, give us everything. Some things you're going to keep personal or off air to Uncle Rod because I got a relationship, right? So we kind of understand how this works, right? You just want to speak and get some things off your chest, right? Because people could put two and two together and try to come up with narratives and stuff like that if you don't speak, right? And the thing with mental health and everything like that, man, boy, you can... I used to be a live wire person, right? I had to learn not to let things bother me. That was a real fight that I had for years, right? Let me to the point now where, let's say if somebody insults me or diss me in a blog, I don't run to go watch niggas say what they say about me. Those days are over. I don't do that no more. Caring what somebody says about me at my age, that's not going to bother me because I don't do anything malicious. Everything is just in terms of battle rap. If you don't like how I said this about you in terms of battle, but I don't get too personal with people and stuff like that, right? And for the most part, you can't let stuff like this eat you up when people take shots at you. You gotta take it like a man and keep on moving, right? But sometimes people do crack. People do crack. You gotta be mentally strong. You gotta be spiritual. You gotta have the God in you. What Mary Mary said, Mary got it's the God in you. It's the God in you. For real. And listening to Mook talk about him going to rehab, and let me tell y'all, going to rehab and going to therapy, I applaud anybody doing that because there's nothing wrong with that, black man. There's nothing wrong with going to therapy. There's nothing going to rehab. There's nothing wrong talking to a professional who could probably help you through situations, right? If you don't have a clear mind. And we're fighting demons and regrets. A lot of us fight demons and regrets. Demons and regrets. Think about that. Not dreams and nightmares also. Shout out to Meek Mill. But we all niggas are also fighting demons and regrets. A lot of niggas walking around with shit that's eating them inside. That's why you go to therapy, you go to rehab, you try to talk to people. Some people are they get hooked on drugs, alcohol. I don't look down on people that's fighting those type of situations. That's a real disease. But I applaud it. I know it was hard for Mook to sit in front of a camera and say certain things, especially in this culture where you get maligned for even an inch of weakness. You get ridiculed. People say, why you don't respond to that person saying that about you? You know what I mean? You gonna let them talk about you? Because at some point you just don't give a shit. And then you have real life situations going on. When you cut this camera up, there's a real life situation going on that nobody knows what you got going on. Your moms can be sick. You see what I'm saying? You could be not, a lot of things, personal things could be going on in your situation that people are not privy to know. It's not none of their business, or they give a shit anyway. Right? He spoke about his mom passing away. Obviously, your mom, losing mama love, that's gotta mess with you on a regular basis. I know people have it tough. On Mother's Day come around, or mom's birthday come around, or holidays, or loved one, mom or dad not here. That's still eating them inside. So a lot of times people are fighting themselves. Right? And to admit that you need help, that's a hard pill to swallow, to admit that you need help. And Mook admitted, I needed help. God humbled me. He spoke about his daughter's situation. I wasn't tapping into that. I never talked about that. But he broke that down with Uncle Ra, right? Now, I know Mook, we talking about people making comments about, your living arrangements and, you gotta know how niggas have no compassion in this culture. You have to know that, you know what I mean? And to be honest, Mook, you said niggas don't have no couth. You expect the niggas in this culture to have couth? Come on, man. Be honest, brother. Come on. But like I said, niggas are fighting mental demons, man, mixed with regret. There's no going about that. So, and also shout out to my dog Ben Swayze. I seen Ben Swayze on his Instagram, and he got saved and everything. Shout out to Ben Swayze, man. Hey, Now, something that Mook said that was the most important thing to me in that whole back and forth with Uncle Ra, right? He spoke about I had to realize who John is again, right? Because his government name is John, right? And all of us got nicknames, 3-letter, man, 3, this person, that person got nicknames, right? But you have to get in tune with the real you. You know? When y'all realize that fame, accolades, clicks, and views, and this person saying you're #1, or you got to deal with hate, or you got to deal with this, you got to keep an even keel. You can't get too high with the love. You can't get too love with the hate. You got to stay even keel. Right? So, and sometimes calm is a mother effort, and sometimes God will find a way to humble you. So when you think you're high on #1 and you're better looking down on people, that ain't the move to go. Don't look down on people because you're #1 and things of that nature, man. But it was good to see Mook actually, you know, break down certain things. And I know. I think Uncle Rock also spoke about, because it's parts of the video that you can tell that was cut off. And I guess that was an emotional part that Mook was, you know, bro. As men, yo, we gonna go through emotional things, man. That doesn't make you a weak person. Let me make sure I tell brothers that also. That doesn't make you a weak person. Now, I don't suggest you go on social media airing out your personal grievances and stuff like that. That ain't gonna be the move to do, right? But it's also all right to talk to somebody, a family member, somebody that you hold dear to your heart, or therapy. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So I'm saluting Mook and everything like that. I'm glad that brother said he found himself again, and he had to have a conversation, and almost a Michael Jackson, man in the mirror, man. So shout out to Mook, man. It's your boy 3.